in the next few minutes we're going to be showing you how to do a wire stretch effect. And we'll be showing you how to create these two different effects. Here is a multimeter with a wire attached to a probe, and as you move the probe around, that wire follows it and looks like it's part of the interaction. Here's one where we have two pencils, and we may allow the users to move these pencils around to create a line that is used in an interaction. So we'll be creating both of these. So let's go back to our event flow. We're going to add a second event where we'll be creating the multimeter interaction. We'll edit that event. I'm going to go over to our resource library where I've imported a couple of objects already. Here we'll bring the multimeter on the stage, and we'll shrink that down to an appropriate size that fits on our stage. We'll bring on our probe, and we'll do the same with that. We'll close our resource library, and the next thing we'll do is take a look at this probe. This is going to drive where our wire moves around. Right now, the anchor point for the probe is right in the center. We can open up its message center under geometry, see that anchor point is set to CC, which is center. We're going to change that to bottom center, which places it right here. Okay, that's an important part because that's where we're going to attach the wire, is to the bottom portion of the probe. The next thing we do is go to our toolbox and click on our path object, and we're going to click right on our starting point for our path, and then move our mouse over and just click once to place a point, and double click to actually stop the editing, which will allow us to then have a starting point and an ending point. If for some reason you get more than one point, you can select those and hit delete, so you only have two points. So we're going to go to the red point, which is our ending point. We're going to click on it once, and we're going to go to our toolbox, and we've got our path still selected. We're going to hit add a ribbon. That takes our message center and adds a 0.1 under path points. And now we're going to hit the return key to exit out of path editing. The next thing we do is just draw a ribbon from 0.1 over to our probe object, go to its geometry and attach it to the XYR, and now those XYR locations are bound. And so we may want to change the under actions, change movable equal to true for the probe. We may want to change the appearance of our wire, so we can click on line color, select a color on the probe, and maybe we'll make that line weight 3. So now when we run this, you can see we've got our probe and our wire that follows along as we move that for the interaction. Very easy. Now let's go back and we'll do the pencil interaction. So we'll add another event. We'll edit that. Again, we'll go to our resources and we'll bring in our pencil. And again, first off, you see that our anchor point is right in the middle. So we're going to go to geometry, and we're going to say we want to go to the bottom left, which is the point of our pencil. Now you can also, under anchor point, select custom position and drag that to any point on the stage to have an anchor point outside of one of these identified anchor points. So we've got our first pencil. We'll hit the Alt key and do a drag to copy that. Now we have two of our pencils. Just like before, we'll go to our path and we'll click once, drag to our second point, click again, double click to end. And now, instead of doing the red one first, we'll do the green one first. We'll select that so it's blue, hit add a ribbon. That'll be our point 1. the red add a ribbon will be 0.2. So we hit return to exit path editing, and just like we did before, we just take 0.1 XYR ribbon, go up to the pencil 1, go to its geometry, and we do the same thing with pencil 2. Again, we may want to change the appearance of our line. We'll make this kind of a gray line 1, weight 1, and now when we run this event, now we have our interaction where we can move that line based on those pencil points. So hopefully this helps, and thanks for using ZebraZapps.